Good afternoon, everybody. I am uh, making a video on the questions about Stella Young. I want to apologize for my voice. I'm feeling a little under the weather, so it's kind of hard for me to talk, but I'm going to try my best to get through this. I do want to start off by saying I really enjoyed the video with Stella Young. She is an exceptional woman with a positive attitude and outlook on life, as well as having quick wit. What I loved most about her is that she is blunt and tells it like it is while also advocating and teaching inclusivity. I'm going to read my answers right off the page. So, question number one. In the TED Talk by Stella Young, she discusses that sometimes people with disabilities are objectified for the benefit of individuals without disabilities. To what extent do you agree or disagree with Stella, and why? I agree with Stella on this. Disabilities are commonly portrayed as emotional or motivational tools of perseverance, or as Stella put it, inspiration porn for able-bodied people to feel better about themselves and what's going on in their life. It implies that whatever life is throwing at you, nothing could be worse than being disabled. It creates a hierarchy where being disabled makes you inferior to able-bodied people who would be considered normal or more normal or better. The perception is people with disabilities are incapable of being active members of society and contributing to systematic inequality that focuses less on their capabilities and more on their disability being a negative fate. Question number 2. Stella ends her presentation with a vivid description of the world that she wishes to live in, as well as the following quote: "Disability doesn't make you exceptional, but questioning what you think you know about it does. As a future teacher, how will you continue to question what you think you know about disability and diversity? In addition to how will you ensure that you maintain high expectations for all students, including students with disabilities?" So being disabled doesn't automatically make you exceptional, but we should all challenge perceptions of what we think disability is. And as teachers, we should create an inclusive environment as well as continued learning and advocacy for those. I think celebrating progress and focusing more on strengths rather than limitations is the best way to go, both with children who have disabilities and those who don't. Why is inclusion important both for students with and without disabilities? Inclusion is important for social aspects as well as feeling accepted by peers and for general grade level academic standards. Next question is, there are challenges associated with raising children with disabilities. Identify 3 challenges and how you as a teacher may assist families in overcoming challenges you have identified. There are many challenges of raising a child with disabilities. Disabilities are not always physical. So I personally have a son who has ADHD, ODD, and has mild anxiety. He was a very difficult child, and as a parent, I was faced with many emotional and healthcare challenges. Working in special education as I do now, I'm able to use what I learned, work for my son, and apply it inside the classroom. So 3 challenges that I've seen for children with disabilities are lack of inclusion with student body, lack of educational tools for tailored instruction, and lack of funding and grants for children, especially those who are nonverbal and could benefit from a talker device. As a teacher, I would help by advocating and connecting families to assistance programs to help families get what they need. And we see a lot of that in self-contained. A lot of the children can't get the funding or the grants to get the little devices that talk for them. There's also a lack of support as far as some of those children as well. Last question is, how can schools encourage families, especially families of children with disabilities, to become actively involved? I think communication is the biggest thing. So working in SPED, especially in self-contained, Our team writes notes to each parent to let them know what their child did in class daily and how they were. These little notes are always appreciated and come back with tons of feedback most of the time. Um, because we've stayed in such contact with these parents over the last few years, most of these families actively participate in many of the school events, as well as volunteering at the school. So I think communication is huge. Um, I hope that everybody understood what I was saying. Um, if you have any questions, you could reply to me. Again, my name is Tiffany Gregory. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. Thanks. Bye.